Wow, it is absolutely fantastic today. This is incredible. It's like 83 right now. Midday, 83, and beautiful. I mean, there wasn't a cloud in the sky. Clearly there's clouds in the sky now. But, wow, my goodness. We are so lucky right now in Tennessee to have this weather, because it was hot. Last week was so warm. And now we've cooled off rather nice. Like, this is Pig. It's nice out, huh? Are you enjoying this weather? Well, you are. You're muddy though, huh? Yeah? Did you feel the earthquake last week? I know, right? We didn't know Tennessee had earthquakes, did we? Oh, it wasn't that big. But I get it. For a pig in Tennessee, that was probably a big earthquake. Did you know in the 1800s there was a 7.5? Yes, a 7.5. I don't know how they were able to measure it either in the 1800s. Didn't know we had the Richter scale back then, but guess we did. All right, so we are bringing Babs on the podcast right now. She's gonna be next up on the podcast. She's gonna answer some questions that y'all have left and asked, just to get her perspective on stuff. I don't want to be the only one talking, you know? I really don't. I don't think it's fair to everybody else to just hear me babble on and keep blabbing. We need to hear some other point of views. So she's on next. Hoping to get aunt and uncle on here, which is kind of like, you know, the source of how we found this area in East Tennessee in Maryville. And actually kind of spurred us getting out here all together. And then the kids too. Kids are gonna be a good one. But I gotta bait them in somehow. Gotta figure out some kind of blackmail or something to get them on, because they aren't gonna willingly come on. Taylor might, Mackenzie won't, but Mackenzie's the one that you guys want, because she's the high schooler, and yeah, she'll be valuable info. I got a blankie. Morgs, how do you like that new bed? How do you like this new bed? Is this the best bed ever? Look at this. Look at this. It's like a, I don't know, a Sealy or something special. Special for puppies, huh? So I guess dogs will sleep with their head up if they have like sinuses or like allergy issues. They'll kind of prop their head up, and she does that a lot on this new bed now. She like keeps her head up on it, so it's kind of cool to see that, but I don't know what we kind of do for her sinuses to help her out. So anyways, like I said, we are gonna get Babs on the podcast right now. I need to get the laptop so that way we can go ahead and start recording, get that done and post it. Hopefully I'll post it tonight, which, the way the podcast platforms go, the hosting goes, it'll probably hit tomorrow morning, knowing how they go. Usually there's like a 24-hour gap. So we'll get that on there, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that and get a little bit of Babs' perspective. Uh-oh. I just noticed we only have one mic. I gotta set up the other mic. I just realized I don't have a second mic set up for you yet. So we gotta set that up really quick and figure out where you're gonna sit. Alright, I think we're all set up. You all ready for Babs? You ready? Is this your first podcast?
Yes.
This is your first podcast? Exciting!
Probably the only one I'll do.
This has honestly been, one of the most anticipated guests. Only because it's my second podcast and she's the first guest, so.
And I don't like to talk.
It's alright, she'll be fine. Alright, tune in to the podcast if you want to hear all this. Alright, that is it. There we go. Babs, first guest on the podcast. She did great. She's very nervous at the beginning. I would ask her right now, but she already bailed to go pee, which is something that we talked about on there. But yeah, glad she came on and we talked. Good conversation. She answered a bunch of questions that everybody had asked. So I'm sure we will have her on again because she is used to it. Pig, you want to be on the podcast once? I know you have a lot to say, but I just don't know how that's going to come across. It is the internet. You're okay, I'm sorry. It is the internet. You're right. Someone will probably listen. Probably make $1 million off of it, I'm sure. That's good though. And just guys, following up on yesterday, like it was just off day, you know? And I appreciate all the support and the concern and just the uplifting words and everything. That's why I love all of y'all. And I'm not scared for us personally here in Tennessee. Like I'm fine. Like we are good. I'm scared for us as like a society, right? I'm nervous and I just want to do whatever I can to help people start finding their voice. I know a lot of people need to find their voice. That's all I want to do. So from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate everyone. So that's good. We're gonna keep moving things forward. We're gonna get things going. November's gonna be interesting. We gotta get this corona out of the way. We gotta get the election out of the way. But I have a good feeling about it. Got a good feeling. 2021 is gonna be a good year for many, many Americans. So we just gotta look forward to it. We gotta keep our head up. We gotta be positive and just keep trucking forward. All right, we're running over to the cousins really quick because I needed to do some newborn photos for our newest little cousin, little Jeffrey. Little Jeffrey the third, I think. It's our third Jeffrey in the family. So run over there and take some photos really quick. Look at this cute little bag. I feel like one of those little high schoolers carrying a little bag. My lens is in it. I don't know. We got it for free, so no complaints there. But Jeffrey, middle Jeffrey, wanted to see the Shockwave, so I'm gonna take that over there, fire off the first rounds through it, and let him check that out. You can't get those in California. California, anything with an 18-inch barrel or less, no bueno. So if you've ever thought about getting one of those and you live in California, I'm sorry, you can't. So I'm gonna go over there, fire off a few rounds through it, see how it is, grab some photos really quick, and then we'll head back here for dinner just in time. And then I'm gonna finish editing up that podcast, and then yeah, hopefully that podcast will be live tomorrow, like I said. So I'm excited, hopefully, to have her on there more and feature her a little bit more, especially on here too, because she's got great insight too. Like, I'm not the only one. So hopefully we can get her on and get the kids on and everything else, and just keep growing, keep going. Oh. All right, newborn shots, easy peasy, done. Now it's time to go shoot this thing, see what it's like. Oh, he's already been shooting the thing. Boys are always doing something over here. Always something going on. It's never boring. That's a nasty tree. Where do we shoot towards? Just the pond?
Down the pond. Down the pond or at a tree.
Down the pond or at a tree? Well, we'll try just at the pond. Don't touch that camera, bud.
That's true.
Yeah, it's weird not like having anything like this, right? Don't go in. You gotta kind of suck that in.
Oh, this is nice too. If you ever got sick of this laser, you could throw a rail on it.
Yeah, it's cool. Like, you could take that off and redo. There's like 4 modifications you could do for it, it said.
And that's just probably from Mossberg. There's a whole bunch on the aftermarket. Oh yeah.
Fun, right? It's just someone comes in the house unexpected. I gotta chase a coyote. Turn a little,
look like pegboard.
Yeah. Turn a little laser on and just. I like it. It's fun. Good times. Oh, Morgs, what do you think? All right, so I just went cruising through some of the other property on the sides of us, trying to find if the chicks always like hang out in. Chicks always try to find new spots to hide and kind of keep cool and stay under cover. So I was just cruising around neighbor's property, just the properties in between ours, just going in through all the bushes and stuff. Shanked myself good on barbed wire. Whew, that felt good. But I did find this under the trailer. So these are soft-shelled eggs. See how it's squishy? It's kind of gross, huh? So you find a couple of them all around, and there's a couple reasons for them being soft-shelled. It could be diet, it could be stress, it could be just starting laying. A couple different things, so we got to kind of keep an eye on this. We did notice one of the reds by the garage door had laid a soft-shelled egg. Their diet that they have has plenty of calcium, plenty of protein in it. They have supplemental calcium oyster shell that's in the cage as well. So, just got to keep an eye on it. But the soft-shelled egg is weird. It's kind of weird, huh? Obviously, you ain't gonna eat it, but I don't know. Maybe you could eat it. It's kind of weird. I wouldn't eat it, but just cruise through just to check it out, and that's what we found. So, good thing. I mean, I didn't find any eggs. Uncle, I know when they first, probably a couple weeks ago, because they got their chicks originally around the same time as ours, and I was like, hey, ours are laying. Like, yours should be laying. He's like, we don't have anything. Nothing in the nesting boxes, nothing. He went out there one morning and kept an eye on them and saw they were all going to this one stall in the barn, and going back behind the hay, and sure enough, he goes out there, boom, like 4 dozen eggs. Just they've been nesting in the hay. So you never know with them. They won't always nest in the boxes. Obviously, that's where you want them to nest, because that's where it's easy to collect, but sometimes they don't. So just gotta keep doing this, kind of keeping an eye on them and keeping a rotation, seeing where they go. So that is it. Got the podcast done. The podcast is now live on your favorite listening platform. I did check Spotify. It was there. It's also on matthoag.com. That's kind of where I store everything. Don't really do much with it, but at least it gives me somewhere to store and a page to reference. So I think you guys can subscribe to it, and it'll give you updates when new stuff is posted right away. So it'll hit automatically. So if you don't hear me remind you or tell you, you'll automatically know. So that is it from Tennessee, y'all. Hope y'all are doing all right. Getting a ton of feedback on that video yesterday. Haven't gone through the comments yet, but I'm going to start. Saw something come through and say, wow, a lot of racist inbred comments here. I didn't see anything yet, so I'm going to scroll through. Definitely, if there is, it's getting removed. But yeah, I don't think so. So we'll see what's in there. But appreciate y'all. Appreciate the support and the feedback and everything else. Y'all are some good people. That's it from Tennessee.